Hello and welcome. My name is Chris. You should know me for some of the LGW videos as Tricky. Some of the older videos as Chris Hardy. Don't sue me for that. That was my very first character. Never put much thought into it, but people love him for some reason. Daryl Butler. And there's still one wrestler that I've started to create, but I have not used him yet. His name is Widow. I don't even know if I'll use him or not, but just to let y'all know, if the name ever does come up on the marquee somewhere, it's me. By the way, how do y'all like my haircut? Looks sweet. Look dead sexy. But that's enough of my sexy body, well, at least my head anyway. I'm here to tell y'all about some of the future events, at least for LGW, and some of the production things that we will be starting here soon. One is the new LGW Past, Present, and Future movie that we will be creating. It will have parts from me, Austin, which is Stitches, and Mark Legend, and Eclipse and stuff like that. Then we're going to try to get Alan, which is Coffin and Shadow. We're going to try to get Ronnie, which is Switch, and RE, which is Eric Robertson. We're going to try to get as many wrestlers that we still have with us to be in the video and tell y'all a little bit of their whole time being in LGW and how it's kind of affected their lives, and hopefully it's affected theirs just about the same as it's affected mine and Austin's, because we pretty much, this is kind of just a sneak peek for the rest of you, that we're going to be talking about like how he started out and how he pretty much came to me after him and Alan quit and started LGW. But that's, we're going to have to watch the DVD to figure out everything, and we will be putting it on DVD, and it will also be on YouTube, just in case if you don't have the money to pay for the DVD, you can, if you have internet, which I hope if you have internet you have enough money to buy a DVD, which if you don't, it's fine. It will be there for your viewing pleasure, no money required. Then it's been in the talks with LGW that we wanted to start filming a horror flick. It's been in the talks for a couple of years now, whether or not we wanted to do that or not, which we just now finished, which it was a 2-day project. Wasn't nothing very strenuous at all, just a whole lot of running and 2 stupid friends. We made the Pig Feet Wilson movie, which is on YouTube now, if you on this channel, if you would like to view it whenever you get done watching my pretty face. But that depends on what you're into. But we don't really have a storyline set up for it at all. A few other things we have in store is hopefully we're going to have a news channel started up so we can tell you about what's going on in our world, or at least the LGW world anyway, and you'll start hearing more of the stuff what I am telling you right now. This is pretty much just the start of it all, and once we can get it all underway, you won't be just seeing me here. Hopefully not. I'm not a good speaker, as you can tell. Then next will be the newspaper that I had an idea for. I know it's not going to be worth anything. It's going to be off of Microsoft Word, and it's going to be free. It's not going to be anything you have to pay for. It's just going to be kind of telling you basically in Word form what each thing is going to be for, because there's going to be some things we can't cover in the news channel that we're going to have that we can cover inside the newspaper, or we don't know how long it's going to be. It may be shorter some weeks and it may be longer some weeks. But we noticed that we don't have as many shows anymore, so you can't keep up with us. So we are going to make a newspaper that pretty much lets you know week by week what goes through the LGW. trying to think of some other things that we've got planned for the future. We plan on holding tryouts for LGW here soon. Anybody who lives in the area of Selma or even Adamsville or even Henderson or Bolivar or something like that, if you have a way, here, give me your email address down there in the bottom or wherever the thing's at. I don't know. Of course, I'm not on YouTube. I'm looking at a camera. There's not like a comment box right here. Leave me your email address or send me your phone number. I have texting. Don't worry. I will not call you and ask you to touch yourself at 12 o'clock at night. Unless you're a girl. Just kidding. I have a girlfriend, so we're all good. But yeah, we intend to have tryouts, and we've lost dedication in the LGW line, and we would really love to kind of have a full roster again, and hopefully start having shows pretty frequently again, like on the weekends, like what we used to. If the schedule looks okay for me and looks okay for Austin and it looks okay for whoever else that might want to decide to have one, because now Eric is having his wrestling promotion start up, which if you want to know more about his, just ask. I'm not exactly sure what page it's on YouTube. I wrestled in the first show that he had this past Saturday. It was definitely different. It's been a while since I've wrestled on ground, but if he can get dedication, his promotion could possibly become just as big as what LGW has, because he's young enough to be able to do it and not have to worry about getting a job and having that take up his schedule. Unlike me, which I'm 18, I've got to start getting a job, and that's going to be the one thing that's going to kill LGW. That's getting the job, and it just stuff starts piling on to everything, and so he's definitely got the time on his hands. He's got 3 years to toy around with, which me and hopefully Austin will try to help him out as much as possible. And of course there is IYFBW. They're still together. Nathan Kennedy has moved away, which we don't know if he'll ever come back or not, but Ricky Smith is the head owner of that now, I believe, which Austin, me, and Ricky, and Corey has made it to pro now, which I've only wrestled in one match, but Austin and Ricky and I believe Corey also has wrestled pretty much every show except for the first one. Austin's wrestled in every one of them except for one. But that's pretty much everything in a nutshell, just what LGW's got in store for the next few months and possibly the next year, roughly, because definitely things are going to slow down, and because we run out of time to do things, and there's just not enough time in the day. I'm pretty sure you've heard that from a lot of people. I'll be the one to second them. There's not enough time in the day. There ain't enough time in the week. Just whenever you're helping out everybody, it's just you've got to cram everything together and try to see if you can possibly have time, which most of the time you wind up killing yourself by the end of the week and you just want to sleep then. But I thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see y'all sometime in the future if we have a show, or if you want to buy the DVD of the LGW past, present, and future. I would be glad to make you a copy of it, which will hopefully have it done by the beginning of September. It's going to take a lot of time to get everybody's parts put in, which some people's parts will be shorter, some people's will be longer. Of course, mine and Austin, well, mine will be a little bit shorter than Austin's, but for the most part it'll be about the same. Austin will talk about his time with Allen and the NFW and stuff like that, and that's probably the only part that I won't have much to talk about because I was never in it. But as far as it's all concerned, this is what we've got all planned, and of course shows, I can't tell you when they're going to be. It's just going to be whenever I have free time, and like I said, if you live in the area and you want to come and watch us sometime, feel free. We don't sell tickets. Everybody's in free. There's no food or anything like that, so I mean there's no concessions. We try to make them as short as possible because we understand that there is not enough time in the day. So I mean, we usually try to get it over with so y'all can go and do y'all's thing, but we do appreciate y'all coming and watching and spending at least 2 or 3 hours watching men roll around on the ground with one another. But I will leave y'all with that, and like I said, if y'all have any questions or anything like that, or if you would even like to help with the filming of the new movie, and especially the horror flick if we decide to start doing it, leave a comment below and leave us your information, and we'll be sure to get to you and see if you qualify for the position. But anyway, we'll see y'all later.